Hello?
Miss Lestico, guess what time it is?
What time?
It's time for math!
Yay!
Hey, first grade, welcome to math.
That's right. Today we have been practicing 3D shapes for a while, Miss Lime. And
That's right.
we get to do something kind of different.
That's right. Our target today says I can sort 3D shapes based on similar attributes.
Oh, wow. I hear a lot of words that we've been practicing a lot over this year. Attributes, we know that means the faces and edges, the pieces of what makes a shape.
Yeah, how you would describe it. And it says sort. And I remember when I sort things into different categories or different groups, I'm looking at them and saying, ooh, how are these similar and how are these similar? And I can put them together.
Oh, that's right. And we usually try to create labels to write down so people know how we're sorting our shapes.
And I remember we did this with our 2D shapes, like triangles and not triangles, quadrilaterals, not quadrilaterals, stuff like that.
I can't wait to see how we get to sort our 3D shapes. But first, Miss Lime, we have a super exciting video to watch that'll help us sort those shapes.
Hey guys, today we will be learning about 3D shapes and their attributes. A 3D shape or a three-dimensional shape can be defined as a solid figure or an object or shape that has 3 dimensions: length, width, and height. To classify these 3D shapes, we will look at their vertices, edges, and faces. A face is a single flat surface, and these are usually 2D shapes that we're familiar with. For example, a square. Edges are the lines where 2 faces meet, and vertices are the points where the edges meet. Let's do some practice on this rectangular prism. Can you count how many vertices this shape has? Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Awesome! How about its faces? Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 flat surfaces. So we have 6 faces. Lastly, let's count the edges. Remember, an edge is where 2 faces meet and forms a line. So can you try to guess how many edges we have here? Let's see if you guessed right. So we actually have 1, 2, 3, 4 at the top and another 4 at the bottom. And another 4 on this side. So that's a total of 12 edges. Whoa, that's a lot of edges. To make sure we get the hang of this, let's do more practice by matching these shapes to the correct description. A cube. A cube has 8 vertices, 6 faces, and 12 edges. All of its faces are squares. A sphere. A sphere has 0 vertices, 0 faces, and 0 edges. This shape is like a basketball. A square pyramid. A square pyramid has 5 vertices, 5 faces, and 8 edges. The reason why it's called a square pyramid is because the bottom part, called base, is a square. A triangular prism. A triangular prism has 6 vertices, 5 faces, and 9 edges. This shape is made of 2 triangle faces that are connected using 3 rectangles. Great job! There are more 3D shapes out there, but what's important is that we know how to identify their parts. Well done! Now we've learned more about 3D shapes and their attributes.
wow, that really helped remind me how many faces and edges and vertices our 3D shapes that we've been learning about have.
Yeah, and it was really neat in the video for them to show us how I could see all the sides even when I'm not seeing the total shape.
That's right. We definitely have to remember that our 3D shapes have that dimension and those sides, and so sometimes they have sides and vertices that we can't see just looking at them on a piece of paper.
Well, now I think we should practice looking at some 3D shapes and their attributes and figure out how could we sort these shapes.
Oh, Miss Lime, do you want to go first sorting our 3D shapes?
Sure. Okay, Miss Lastico, I'm going to sort the shapes and I'm going to see if you can guess how did I sort them.
Oh,
Okay,
I
let me
love
see.
this game. Okay.
Oh, I'm going to put this one over here. Yeah, that's over there. And let's definitely put this one over here.
I'm noticing already that Miss Lime put some shapes with pointy edges over here, but the shapes over here, well, they have circular parts to them. Let's see, we have a sphere, we have a cylinder, we have a cone.
Okay, Miss Lastico, how did I sort these shapes?
Oh, well, Miss Lime, what I'm noticing is all of these shapes are curved. And so I remember these shapes had 0 vertices and 0 edges because, well, there were no pointy parts. But all of these have vertices and edges. So I think you sorted it by curved lines and no curved lines.
That's right, Miss Lastico. And like you were describing it, there's a couple different ways we could say that. Vertices, no vertices, straight edges, curved edges, different things like that.
That's true. These also have our 2D shape. They kind of look like a circle as well. And so they have different parts of a circle. And all of those have more boxes.
Okay, Miss Lastico, it's your turn.
Okay, let's see
if we can figure out how she's going to sort these shapes. There's a lot of different ways that we could sort a shape. Ooh, I wonder what she's doing. Are you thinking, how is she sorting these shapes? Oh.
Okay, Miss Lime, I think I'm ready.
Okay, well, these shapes, some of them have vertices, some of them don't. Some have faces, some don't. These have faces and vertices and edges, and some of those have edges. Ooh, they stack, but some of those stack. Wait a second. This is a cube, and a cube has all square faces. And this is a pyramid, and I have a pyramid over here. But this was a square pyramid, which means it has a square in it. The base or the bottom of it was a square. So I think, Miss Lastico, you sorted these shapes based on, these you can see a square, you can't see a square.
That's right. I sorted by square bases and not square bases. Some of these have triangles, some of these have circles, some have rectangles, but those both have square bases on the bottom.
Wow, that was really clever, Miss Lastico. There's a ton of ways you can sort these shapes. In fact, it's your turn.
That's right. You are going to get to practice sorting some of the 3D shapes that we've learned about. Make sure you put those labels to tell us how you sorted your shapes. I can't wait to see the creative ways that you come up with knowing the attributes of our 3D shapes.
And of course, when you're all done, make sure you click that green check mark.
Good luck.